Now you see, this is what happens when you put up the best fighting the best, particularly in their prime. Oh man, what's going on, y'all? This is me coming back at you again with another post fight video. Now I'm sorry for bringing this one out late because I actually went to the movies and didn't have time to break this down. I did catch the fight earlier that night, but decided to go hang out for a minute and whatnot. So, needless to say, all I gotta say is one word: wow. Man, this fight right here between Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter is going to go down one of the best welterweight fights we've ever seen. Not the best, but one of the best. Now, as far as them being ranked as a Hall of Fame fight, that's yet to be told because they're still in their earlier stages of their career, still in their prime shape of their career. So, as time will tell, we can see, we can further rank where this fight should be as far as one of the greatest heavyweight fights of all time. But I am not heavyweight. I'm sorry, one of the greatest overall fights of all time. But I can't say this is one of the best, the greatest, one of the best. Or actually, let me take that back. One of the best, one of the greatest welterweight fights we've ever seen. If this was an instant classic, man, I don't know what else I can tell you. I don't know. You tell me what an instant classic fight is. Now, as far as ranking it on the ranks of Holyfield and Bold trilogy, it could potentially be up there, but until time is tell, we can rank it up there with it, or the Frazier and Ali trilogies. But other than that, yeah, man, I actually had this fight scored 1-8, 8 rounds of 4 for Keith Thurman, 116, 112. I mean, this fight was very, very close from the first round to the end because it was like a lot of back and forth. These men were just swinging shots as if they were trying to kill each other. I mean, god damn. Especially Keith Thurman, man. He was hitting Shawn Porter with some monster shots. Shots that any typical fighter would have went down on. And Shawn Porter was able to absorb it. And I was very surprised. But I can tell you for one thing, I was more surprised at how this fight actually turned out. I thought it would be a good fight to a degree, but I didn't think it would be anywhere near it's the classic as I initially stated in this video. Some are wondering, well, okay, how come Shawn Porter was able to, how come Shawn was able to absorb those monster shots while he went down on the shot with Adrian Broner, and we all know Keith Thurman hit much harder than Adrian Broner. Well, two things to explain that is that one, Shawn Porter was at a catch weight, so he was drained. All right. So he wasn't able to absorb. He didn't have enough body water to absorb those punches. I mean, to absorb that shot. And plus, that shot that Broner landed on him didn't really have much effect. It was actually more of a somewhat of off balance shot. Because if you notice, he was able to quickly recover and he wasn't seriously hurt after that shot. So it was just more of a off balance. But it was a good shot that Broner landed on him. But it didn't really affect Shawn Porter. In fact, he was weight drained too. So that's one thing. I mean, that's two things just to say. But I gotta say one thing though about the crowd, man. I mean, what the, I'm not gonna. I don't usually don't bash, spectators, spectators at an event. But this right here, they deserve this bashing because what the hell was the people at the Barclays thinking, man? There was every time Keith Thurman would, try to box at angles and move out of the way for a second. They would boo him. And then when the decision was made, they booed the hell out of Keith Thurman when the decision was made. It booed the hell out of him in his post-fight interview, in the ring interview. So I don't know what the problem, what's their problem with Keith Thurman. I don't know what it is. I mean, could it have stemmed from the call out that he did publicly against Paulie Malignaggi, who is from Brooklyn, by the way, where the crowd didn't take that kindly and they still haven't forgotten that? I don't know. I mean, to me, I don't think that's really that serious. I mean, every fighter's going to do that, but I don't know, man. This crowd just really treated him unfairly. This man gave you a show. He gave you your money's worth. I mean, you can't really argue the decision. It was a very, very close fight. It was no robbery, in my opinion. But again, if people think that Porter won this fight, okay, fine, so be it, because these rounds were very, very close. It's so debatable to the point that you may want to look at the fight again, and I might have to do it as well. Let me know what you think, y'all. Care to comment, share, subscribe, signing off. Peace.